letter. Please, can you do the same thing on your system? Can you do the same thing on your system? These ones are quite simpler. No plenty English. Please, is anybody doing that? Are you done with this?
Yes.
Can I take it a step further?
Okay,
okay, thank you.
Do it again, please, sir.
No, yes.
Okay, so all I just did is to type equals to lower. I just put equals to LOWER, open brackets, click on the text that I want to make to become lower, and close the brackets. And I click on enter. That is all. So please, can you do the same thing?
Done.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Done. Correct. Correct.
Okay. So what about if you want to make it to all be capital letter? What do you think you will now be using? I want it to be all capital letter. If lower is small letter, capital letter will be what?
Upper.
Upper.
You see now that you are very brilliant. Equals to upper, open brackets, click on the text, and everything will now be what? All capital letters.
Everything will be upper.
Okay. Can I take it a step further? If you are not yet there, say wait for me. I hear people say that. Can I go on?
Wait for me.
Wonderful.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Next. What about
I'm not yet there. That's why I say wait for me, sir.
Okay, no problem. Let's wait a little.
Hello, sir.
Let's move on.
This report column, can you put the cursor on it so that we see the formula of that blue biro in Lagos?
Okay. So let me take it a step in the right direction. Okay. I wanted to ask a question. What about if what we want to do is to make like this biro that is in capital letter? I want the first letter to be capital, every other thing small letter. What will I use? If upper is all capital.
Sir, sorry, how you did the small letter and capital letter, I didn't get it. That was why I said wait for me.
Okay, so I said, look at it. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so what I typed is equals to LOWER, open brackets, and I clicked on the text that I want to convert, and I close bracket. Can you do exactly the same thing? I'm waiting for you, so when you're done, let me know.
Did I meet myself?
Okay, so that is all.
Yeah, got it, sir.
That's good. That's good. Then the same way, rather than lower, you will now change it to upper, UPPER, and do the same thing. Okay, and you get the capital letter UPPER, open bracket, click on the text, close bracket, and you get a capital letter. Now, I was asking a question just now. What about if I actually want to do first letter capital, every other one small letter? What will I be doing? If small letter is lower, capital letter is upper, what would that be?
Upper.
No, I say upper is to make all capital. I want only first letter capital, every other thing small letter. What will I use?
I said proper.
God, thank you very much. So we can just do the simple proper. Yeah? With the proper so it will be equals to proper. Proper. Click on the text. Proper. Click on the text, close bracket, and it will convert it back to first letter capital. So simple proper can do those kind of things. Okay.
How come this man knew it?
Okay. So let's take it a step further because, in all sincerity, I would not. So let's go to more things. What about if, like this name now? Let me try to freeze this pane so that basically, we can still be. So I'm going to freeze this pane. Okay, I'm coming. I will. No problem. I will just I want to freeze this pane so that when I scroll to the right. So when I was doing proper, I just typed proper. 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 Just the same way proper is. Yeah. Please, did you get that now?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it makes it to be first letter capital, every other thing small letter.
Okay.
So let's go away from there because we have a lot to do. Now, what about if what I want to do is that this thing that is here, like Lagos, I just want first two characters of each of these things, like LA, AB, LO, IS, UK. And the thing is very long. Let's say it's 1 million. For me to be typing it one by one is more work. What would I do? I can just use a simple function they call left. Left. So if I say equals to left, open bracket, I click on the text I want to do this on, and I say comma, it will ask me how many characters. So it means it will go and start counting it from the left. How many characters do you want it to return? I say 2, and I close bracket. What Excel will do for me is that it will start counting from left, and it will give me first 2 characters. Any questions? Please, did you get what I did?
Yes.
Please repeat it.
Okay, so I said equals to left, open bracket. What is the text that I want you to go and do this thing on? I say the text is this location. I click on it, comma. The next question is now, what should it do? How many number of characters should it return? I say if you are counting it from, if you are counting it from the left, let me say return 3 characters, and I close bracket. So because I said 3 characters, can you see this thing is now LAG, ABU, LON, because I said 3. Please, is that clear now?
Yes.
Very
Very
good.
If that
If you
is
start
clear,
from the
just
right.
raise your hand.
So if you start
now,
from the right.
Correct. Since can you now see that you're already writing your own Excel function? If you now
What
want it to
separate?
start from the back, if you want it to start from the last one, you can
What
just use
separate?
right. So equals to, I can just say right, open bracket. If I say right, that means it will start counting it from the right. I say, give me for products, comma, of let me say the same location, comma. How many characters? 2. Close bracket, it will give me OS. And the other ones too, it will give me J, because JA is the last 2 characters. ON is the last 2 characters. EL is the, do you understand me? So you can use right to do that. Any questions?
My question is starting from the right. Why is it not starting from SO? Starting from the right. Why is it starting from OS?
No, that's okay.
Remember, the last one is S. So the way we write from right to from left to right. If you are writing now, you write from left to right. Am I right, man?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why it's actually showing it like that.
That's one. All right, thank you.
Then can we make the R to come in capital?
Can you make the what?
The R of the arrow, for example. So in your example is OS. So to make the O to be in caps.
Capital. Oh, very simple. You know that inside each of these functions, you can now have multiple functions. So I can now have right before the right. I will now put upper inside the right, and it will do what you're asking us to do. Or I can just, okay, you said you only want the capital, the first one, Abi. I'll just say proper.
Just the first
So when
one.
you understand it better, when you understand it, you can now begin to merge multiple inside one. Do you understand? So if you understand the different whatever, you can now merge it. He
Can we
said,
see the right again without the proper? The right, the formula, the initial formula without the proper.
okay. So with the Excel function, you know what I'm doing here now? I'm not taking you in depth in any way. All I'm just doing is opening your eyes. Yeah, because Excel is wide. And our normal class for Excel is 2 days fundamentals class, 2 days advanced 1 class, and 2 days advanced 2. But you don't need advanced 2. Advanced 2 is for macros, is for VBAs. You don't need it. Or you only need probably fundamentals and advanced 1. Many of the things I've been teaching you before, they are part of fundamentals. Really. So that. Can I take it a step further? Because we are doing very simple things at this point. This is all part of fundamentals. Can I take it a step further?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
yes, please. On 2 steps.
okay, so somebody needs to mute. There's a noise from somewhere that is doing boom, boom, boom. I don't know. So what about if what we want to do? Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried typing on Excel before? 08060126676. You will discover that the moment you type, it will remove the 0. Am I correct? It will make it,
Yes.
it will remove the 0. Why? The
Yes.
reason why it's doing that is because by default, an Excel cell is on a format called general. And you see with general, it means Excel will help you. When you are typing number, it knows that there's no number as 01. 01 is equals to 1. There's no number as 08. 08 is equals to 8. But in a situation,
We can't hear you anymore.
We have lost him.
What happened? We've lost him.
You people have removed him, or they have removed him.
Hello, we can't hear you, please. We can't hear you.
Just hold on, he'll be back. Let's give him a minute. He'll be back. Just
Okay,
hold
thank
on.
you. I think somebody is helping, yanking me out. I was talking, I didn't know I was off. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
I think somebody threw me out. Okay, so I was trying to say, if I type, I highlight the column and I go to home and I change it to text, it will allow me to type my 008 anything. It will leave the 0. But when it has done that, it will put something on the top left. Can you see this icon is putting on the top left? It's telling me that this thing is not normal. That it's supposed to be is not normal. That's what it's saying. And this you can actually convert to anything you want to, and you can store it. Because it's telling you that this thing looks like a number, but it's stored as a text.
You were breaking. Can you start all over again? You were breaking in between. Yes.
Okay, please, if you can hear me very well, just do thumbs up. If you can hear me, I just want to be sure that my internet is internet. Please, if you can hear me very well, can you do a thumbs? Okay, I just want to be sure that it is not from here. Okay, so I said, okay, so because I'm actually using a cable, really, I'm using a cable, so that the internet will not break. So now, I said, if I actually want to, I like this column. I want everything to be in text. I can just format it to text. Please, you can mute really, so that everybody can hear. So if I actually type 0900888, you will discover that this thing is now allowing me to type 080. Yeah? Why? Because basically, this thing is still storing it as text, but it knows that it is a number that is stored as text. That is why it's putting something like a warning sign on the top left. Now, there's now an Excel function that you can use to convert a text function or a text to a number equals to. So if I say equals to value, open brackets,
We are not
click on this.
Sorry, we can't see your screen.
Your sheet.
You can see your screen. I can no longer see your screen.
Your screen, please. I think when I came in, I didn't share that. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that is good. So I said all these things now that are 0.
It's gone again.
You brought it back and then you took it.
It's not up again.
Can you see my screen now?
Now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and can you still see my screen? Because it says stop. If anybody tries to share when I'm sharing, it will take me out. So don't share. Okay, so these numbers that are here, are they numbers? No, I have taught you. I said anything that aligns to the left is a text. Can you remember? So this thing, they look like numbers, am I right? But they are text. Yeah? However, if I want to convert these things that are like text to number, I can use a simple Excel function, which is called value. So if I come equals to value, open brackets, click on the text. Close bracket, enter. See what it has done. Excel converted it from text to number using value function. So value is used to convert from text to number. You will discover that these numbers are now aligned to the right, while the ones on the left, they are aligned to the left. So what do we use to convert it? We...
Mr. No, he's on leave.
Hello?
Till next week.
Okay, so I think you need to
mute. Can we mute, please?
Can we mute?
Please, okay, so if you got this, can you just give it?
Yes, sir. We noticed the first 0 is no more there.
Excuse me, sir.
Can you retake this? The screen froze at the beginning, so I did not get it.
Hello,
sir, you're muted. We can't hear you. You're muted.
So, okay, I'm sorry. So, when admin, when you mute everybody, unmute me, please, so that they can still hear me. Okay,
I think
so
it is all over again, sir. But you know the thing bounced you out.
But wait, Mr.
No problem.
Come to the money.
So, I was trying to actually explain that if I want to type, for example, 090888, you will discover that Excel will automatically remove the 0. Why? Because by default, Excel sheets are formatted to be general. What does general mean? Excel is helping you. When it's looking like number, it will save it as number. When it's looking like text, it will save it as text. But in a situation where I want it to look like, I want it to have 090, it should not help me. I can highlight the column and come to this format and change it from general to text. What will happen? If I type 090888 now, you will discover that the zeros are now still there. Why? Because it's now saving it as a text. You are the one that knows 01 is 1. Excel just believes that if you type 01, you made a mistake, it will help you to convert it to 1. Because it knows that 01 should be 1. Please, do you understand up to that point? If you understand, just give me thumbs up.
No.
Now, okay, you don't understand.
Yes. I think they going and just so we didn't start from the beginning. It's not clear. From the very first beginning, when you put the 0 and takes it out before this formula.
Okay, I'm not doing any formula yet. I've deleted it again. I'm not doing any formula. I am just typing 0908889999. This thing that I just typed now, if I put enter now, can you see Excel has removed the 0 in front? Or let me type 01. Can you see that Excel has removed it? I'm not the one that removed it. I actually put 01. And I'm explaining that the reason why Excel is removing, Microsoft is removing, because this thing is formatted. Can you see this place under home where you have general? The number format is general. What a general number format means is that Excel will help you. If it looks like number, it will convert it to number. If it looks like text, it will convert it to text. And 0900 is a number. So Excel removed the 0 in front. I'm now explaining to you, in a situation where you want that thing to be with your 0, what you will do is that you will highlight the column, come to this place where you have general, change it from general to text. If you change it from general to text, you can now type your 0900 and you will discover that it will stay. Please, do you understand that? You will discover that anytime I type 01, 0 anything, on this column that I formatted as a text, it is staying. Do you understand that? So if you understand that one now, give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay. So now you see these things that are here now. There's also an Excel function apart from what is the formatting here to convert it from text to value. And that Excel function is equals to value. So if I use equals to value, Excel will convert it from text to value. So here you will discover that it has removed the 0. What it has done in simple words is that it calculated the value of a number inside this text and brought it out. So this value is used to convert text to become a number or a value. Any questions?
No, please carry on.
Okay. So that is, let me stop there for simple text functions. Let me stop there for simple text functions. Let me just go a little bit into some logical functions. And I think I've done, this is 3:10 already. I've done more than the 2 hours, but let's just take some simple text logical functions. All these are actually on the slide. So don't assume they are not on the slide. They're actually all on the slide, all of them. Data analysis, I was supposed to do logical function that I want to do now. I want to do logical functions. And the text function, upper, lower, they are all here. The value I just did now, they are all there. Upper, lower, proper, they are all there. So let me try to do some simple logical functions. You see, the way human beings are, we think logically. But you see, whenever you are using Excel functions, you must remember what I'm teaching you really, or what we teach in GODP is not really so much of the functions. We teach how you use it in real life, how you use it to create models, how you think through. That is what we teach. But you see, in this class, because it takes a little bit of more time to do that, I might not be able to achieve all that, but I will just teach the functions. But in our normal classes, you can go online and Google function. What we teach you is how to think through to use it to accomplish tasks. That is what we really teach. But you see, that one in these 2 hours is a wonderful one. Now, the way we teach is logically. I'm going to teach you how to use the if, the and, the or, and how to use them all together. And I will stop there. Let's start with the if. But remember, with functions, you must use them as a syntax. What is the syntax for if? Let me use slide small. What is the syntax for the if statement? It is if. So I will say equals to if. And the first thing you will type when you open bracket is value if true. Is your logical test, comma, value if true, comma, then value if false, close bracket. That particular syntax that I just explained, you must follow it when you are using the if function. If you don't follow it, it will return error. What is a logical test? A logical test is what you are asking Excel to go and check. Let me put this thing that I put, let me put it on the side, and let us go and do one. Let us say I want to get revenue from sales of pencils. So I want Excel to go and do the using if statement and get for me the one revenue from sales of pencil. How will I do that? Equals to if open bracket. Excel will now tell me what is the logical test. The logical test to get revenue from sales of pencil is that products on that same row must be equals to pencil. So I will put in double inverted comma. I taught you before that when you are bringing a text into a function, you must put it in double inverted comma. So A2 is equals to pencil. Excel is not brilliant, so don't put pencils because it will go and do a match. Close double inverted comma, comma. A2 is equals to pencil is the logical test. So what value should it return if it is true? Return revenue. So I click on the place for revenue. What value should it return if after doing the logical test is a false? Return 0. Close bracket and enter. So if I drag this thing down, you will discover that Excel will go and check one by one. It is only when the product is pencil that it will return revenue. When the product is not pencil, it will not return anything. It will return 0. Please, can you do exactly what I've just done on your system?
Sorry, please, can you repeat what you said again, sir, please? I really want to understand the logic behind turning to 0 and turning to the normal amount for pencil.
Okay, so the syntax is always if open brackets, logical test. So this A2 is equals to pencil is the logical test, comma. What should it return if the logical test turns out to be true? I put E2. It means that if the logical test is true, return the value in E2, which is revenue. And if the value of that logical test is false, it should return 0. So the syntax is logical test, value if the logical test is true, and value if the logical test is false. So the reason why it's returning 0 for many of them here is because when it went to check for this one, that laptop is not pencil. That is why it's returning 0. I believe you get me. Please, can you do exactly what you have here on your system?
If A2.
Follow the syntax. If you don't follow the syntax, it will just tell you error.
Okay. It depends. Revenue.
I got it. Can we move on?
No.
So please, you said I can move on. So I want you.
Please, we didn't get it to I didn't get it really. The formula is not converting into anything. The formula is just staying there.
It's forcing it is forcing it, force. Got it.
Hello, I still can't get it. I don't understand.
Just try to follow the equal to if in bracket. Just follow it the way you are seeing it that way. Maybe you should write it out. It will be easier.
Better still explain it in your own language, in your write-up.
Yeah, I did the same thing. In fact, is this I copied the exact same formula he has, but I'm not getting any results.
Maybe you are not clicking the actual cell.
I think you did not put equal sign. If you put equal
Or
sign,
check
it
the
will change.
numbers of the comma. There is a comma after the inverted comma. Before E2, there's another comma after E2 because before 0. I think that's the issue I had. So A2 equals inverted comma pencil, close it. Then the normal comma, E2 comma, before your 0, close bracket, you will get it. That to give you false. It's just the interpretation that we need now.
As you well know, this training is supposed to be for 2 hours. So the fact that Mr. Pielu is extending the course of its, magnanimity. Now, we will appreciate that for some of us who have questions in between, can we just wait for him to finish? The recording is there for us to refer to for future learning, so that we can squeeze as much as we can from him within the time that we have. I know our understanding level may be different, but please let him just teach us everything that he needs to teach. We can go back to recording, for our future learning, so that we can squeeze as much that we can squeeze out of him for the time that he has with us. Please. Thank you.
You can't hear anymore.
Please, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
To mute me. So I was here. Somebody muted me. They have to mute me. Okay. So I said this statement effectively is just saying, and this is simple if open bracket, the logical test. In this case, what's the logical test? You are doing a match and say, Excel, go and check if the column for product is equals to pencil. When it is equals to pencil, comma, what should you do? If the value of that thing is equals to pencil, give me E2. E2 is revenue. Comma, and if the value is not true, meaning is false, give me 0. That is how this thing is able to give me revenue only when the product is what? Pencil. Please, can you see that in any other one that is not pencil, it returns 0. I want you to do your own. Do revenue from sales of laptop. Do that on your system. Revenue from sales of laptop. Use the example I taught you and do revenue from sales of laptop. Do that one on your own. 2 minutes. Follow exactly what I've done. But remember, it's no longer pencil. It will now be laptop. When you are done, please give me thumbs up. Give me high five. Give me any hand one there so that I know. Is anybody done? Please give me thumbs up. Give me a thumb. Are we doing it so? Or I started talking to myself? When I start talking to myself, I close class. Are we doing it, please? If you are doing it, just give me high five. Let me know.
Done, sir.
Okay. Any other person done? Just give me this hand icon. Click on it. Let me see. I just want to be sure that we are together. Again, we are. Okay, I think I actually have a couple of hands, okay, saying that they are done. So I think that gives me a set. So that means.
You're muted, sir. So I don't know if you know that you're muted. Ask him to mute you.
Oh, please, I think someone is muting me, really, probably unknowingly. Whenever you mute all, it mutes everybody. I said this particular thing that you have here is A2 is equal to laptop, comma, E2, if not 0. So if I add it up, it's actually 2.6, 2663. Do we have 2663? I can see people having, please put your own figure. Put your figure inside there. So when you put your figure inside there, what do you have? Do you have 266?
Three is 82.
Is that?
I'm stuck at the conditional statement. Three is 82.
Okay, so I'm going to actually double click on it. That is it. If A2 is equals to laptop.
Please, sir, sorry, sir, I have a question, quick one, please. I won't take your time. So I got what you did, but I want to understand the rationale behind it. For example, said if A2, and when I check A2 is biro, if it's just like if biro equals laptop.
It's
So
not
can
if biro, it's if the cell A2. If
I
cell A2, so
A2?
it will go and check for anything inside cell A2, not biro.
Oh,
So
cell
if
A2.
it is touching cell A2, whether it's equals to laptop. So it's checking. It check and say, cell A2 is biro. So that's why it returns 0. But where you have cell A5 is laptop, that is why it returned a figure.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So I'm going to, I would have loved to actually do a lot more, but I'm going to give you one assignment, and I want to check whether you're able. I want you to now do revenue from sales of eraser. Do this on your own, revenue from sales of eraser. And tell me what the figure is. Revenue from the sales of eraser. Please help me send the figure you get on that chart so that I can see what you have. The figure you have for revenue from sales of eraser. Please help me send it here. Sales of eraser, send it here. Okay, somebody's putting 1.4, 1.4, 1.4. Let's go and do it together. So eraser. So this is revenue from sales of eraser. So you said it's 1 point something. Let us check. Is 1.439. 1.439. Let us check what we got. 1.439 is the answer. Okay, so I think everybody that dropped something here got it. So let us take it. So what about if what we are looking for is two products together, meaning is revenue from sales of eraser and pencil? How do you think I should do that? Or how would you have done that? What I want to do now is revenue from the sales of eraser and pencil. What do you think I should do? I want somebody to help me. It's now two products. Revenue from the sales of eraser and pencils. How do you think I should do that? Now, I'm going to teach you the or. So I call them conjunctions. There are two ways you can actually have multiple logical tests in one. You know that in these other ones we did, there's only one logical test, which is just that check A2, whether A2 is eraser. If it's eraser, return revenue. If it's not, return 0. But in this one I want to do now, I want you to check A2. A2 holds the products, and the products could either be eraser or pencil. So how would we do that? We can use the or. The or is actually used to actually have multiple logical tests in one statement. So the other ones we have been doing is one logical test. Now we have two logical tests. What's the first logical test? That the column for products is equals to eraser, and the column for the same product is equals to pencil. You can mute, please. You can mute. Please, you can mute if you are not saying. Yeah. So. Okay. So these are the two logical tests. There are two ways you can actually use, I call them conjunctions. The first one is or when you are using or to actually bring together multiple logical tests. Multiple logical tests. It will return true if any. So it's true. And I will explain that. If any of the logical tests is true. So it will return true if any, meaning if eraser, the test of P is product is equals to eraser is true, it will return true. Even if product is equals to pencil is not true. But you see, and will only be used when all logical tests must be true. And will only work if all. It will return true if all logical tests is true. That said, let me now use it in this place for you. What we want to do is get revenue from the sales of eraser, and we now have two logical tests. So I will say equals to if, open bracket. Now, because we now have two logical tests, in this case, I want it to return revenue if the product is eraser or if the product is pencil. So I'll be using or, because if any is true, it should return. So I'll say or, what's the logical test? That A2 is equals to eraser. Close that first one, comma. That the same A2 is equals to what? Pencil. Close that. And I close the or, because you see that or now has now become, there are actually two logical tests, but the two logical tests have been merged with a conjunction called or into one. So if this logical test, which is now 2 in 1, is true, it should return revenue. If not, it should return 0. See what it will do. So if I drag this thing down to the end, this function will go and check by itself. When it is pencil, it will return value. When it is eraser, it will return value. If it is not eraser or pencil, it will not return any value. You can check it. It will only return value when it is eraser or pencil. What did we use? We use if or, and that is what I used here. So I want you to do exactly what you have on the screen on your system. Just follow exactly the same thing. Just follow first. Please, can you do exactly the same thing on your screen? Then I can now come back and now explain and ask you to do your own. Please, are we still together? Because I won't lie to you. I've done 39 minutes more than what the time allotted. Please, can you do exactly the same thing on your screen? So, as you are doing that, please, admin, please drop that questionnaire. There's actually a form on the comment box. Please fill it out, because what will just be done is that all the people that are actually on that, what they call it, the emails that are on that the questionnaire, the saved or Google form or the recording will be sent to them. So that we can actually get where the email will go to for the recording. So they will send a Google form. Admin, please, can you just put the Google form on the on the chat, on the comment box, so that people can actually use that to go ahead and do it. Admin, please, can you do that? Put the Google form so that they can actually get that. So please do this. When you are done with this, please let me know. Just say, give me thumbs up. So is anybody done with this one? Okay, so I can see people done. I want to believe you are done with revenue from sales of eraser and pencil.
Somebody has raised his hand.
He said?
Someone raised his hand. I think he's put
Yes.
it
It's put it. I think it is for the people that are done with what they were doing. Okay, so now I want you to do your own. I want you to do your own. Follow the same syntax. Excel functions are just syntax. So it's follow. So I want you to revenue from sales of laptop, biro, and pencils. You will discover that I am giving you 3 to go and do. I did 2. Follow the same thinking. There's no difference. Follow the same thinking and do revenue from sale of laptop, biro, and pencil. Follow the same syntax. The only difference is that I did 2 logical tests in one. Now you're going to do 3 logical tests in one. Follow the same syntax. Excel functions are just syntax. Please, can we just do that very quickly?
I did mine, but the first 2 values for pencil and eraser are showing 5.5 L plus 0.7 something. I don't know why.
So the reason is because you did not, it's not on the same row. Can you see this one? I am on row 2. And I said A2. Can you see that everything is referenced to row 2? On your own, you did not do that. You referenced it to something below. Check it. Meaning when you're on row 2, everything should be referenced to row 2. Please, did you get what I just said?
I want to try it again, sir.
Please go try it again. So when you're done doing this one, please take this one of revenue from sales of laptop, biro, and pencil. Now, the sincerity is that in our full class, all these things I'm telling you now is just for example. is to teach you remember my objective is just to teach you the functions in this class. In the real classes, I'm not a lecturer. After teaching you this, we now need to use it in real life case study. Because this one is just to teach the function in a simple way. Next step will now be, how do you adapt it for real life? So please, can you help me do this first as part of teaching the functions? So follow exactly what I did to do your own. Revenue from
My
sales of
phone never
laptop.
work. I don't know what is the issue.
Which of them did not work now? The one that you are doing or the one that we did together?
The one that we did together.
Okay, just follow the syntax I typed here. Just follow it. Equals to if open bracket or open bracket, follow the syntax you can see and type exactly the same thing. It will work.
Sorry for
like
me.
I said.
So you were asking me.
Please, you can mute if you are not talking to us, please. You can mute so that we can all hear each other very well. So has anybody been able to do revenue from sales of laptop, biro, and pencil? Anybody?
Yes, I've done laptop, biro, and pencil.
Okay, please, can you just put your figure? Put your figure on the, just put your figure, please, so that we can now take this one together. Then I can just, so I don't want to stress myself. So we said laptop, biro, and pencil. So laptop, biro, and pencil.
Yeah. The answer is 3306. Yeah, we are much that got it. That's good. Fantabulous.
Yeah, I've never seen where everybody feel it. Yeah, it's not, if the one is, okay, so what was the answer? 3.3, am I correct? So that means that we are all good.
3.306.
Correct. So I think we are all good. Now I'm going to try to stop here. I have a couple of other things on the slides because it is actually a very short time for us to achieve
So
this.
we're just getting started.
After about 3 hours.
You're about to stop. This promised to be an advanced class. So you are just getting to the tip of the advanced class. Now we are stopping.
We have not even gotten to advance you. Sincere, and I'm being sincere with you. At all. At all. I'm not started at all. We are doing introduction. I'm just jumping on the introduction. That's just the only thing. So please, I've done about 3 hours already. So that you can come for the full class. Let me try to stop here. And I would love to actually continue. That's actually it really, but I need to actually join another meeting and I need to prepare for that meeting. That's why I have to leave this one. However, admin, please, can you put the survey stuff again? They will send you the video and they will also send you the slides because the slide has more information. So just click on the survey stuff so that the team can actually pick your email and they can use that to send you the video and the recording. I'm going to stop at this point. Did you learn anything? So I want to ask, what did you learn? I just need first, please, what did you learn I want to be sure that I was talking to people, not myself. So what did you learn? Somebody said, I cannot access the survey, admin. What did you learn, please? No, don't clap. What did you learn? You are going to talk about this one. What did you learn?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So far from my end, we learn how to convert data, then how to send text to column, convert text to dates. Then I also learned data validation, where you can actually command an Excel what he will accept. If you want people to work on an Excel for you, you give them a directive of what you want them to impute on those columns that you will provide for them. Then I also learn how to add two columns together to make one word. Then how to convert a text from small letter to capital letter, from capital letter to small letter, how to make one.
I think you were very, very attentive, sir. I think you are saying it all. Thank you very much, so that I cannot. You were going to say it all, really. So we are going to have a full class. Yeah, we're going to have a full class in a couple. I think we have one next month, if I'm not mistaken. So we'd like to see you there. Any other person that wants to just share what they learned? One more person. I want you to talk. Oh, I don't want you to type. That typing, me, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, we did alpha sign. Oh, that's true. We did the alpha sign. That's true. Yeah, Ade Lowo. You can talk, please. You raised your hand. That's my name. I'm sorry. Okay, apologies.
I think learned a lot today. Thank you very much, sir. Learned the conditional functions like the if. So we learned that if can be used to actually test cell for pencil, if I can remember the first one. Then we said if it is equal to tested the condition, that's the syntax is as if with the condition, then if it's true, the statement to execute, and if false, the statement to execute follows. Then we learned again the or, the if and or, where we can test multiple statements, not just one. I think that's the one we used to close it up.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to say thank you very much for attending this class. We do this over and over again, really. So we'd like to have you in many other classes, really. I'm going to stop here because I won't lie to you. I'd like to see you at I think we have an Excel class sometimes next month, if I'm not mistaken, really. I think we have a couple of classes. You can join many of our classes, and we have these free webinars at different times. Thank you very much. I'm stopping at that point. If you have any final words, you can just go ahead and just say. I give you the floor. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
We did get it.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
final words?
Thank you so much, Mr. Kielu. And thank you to everyone that have made time out to join this training. As you've seen in the chat box, the link is there for you to fill. And so if you're interested in getting the recording and the materials, please indicate that as well. And also, as we speak now, this training is live on YouTube. So you can go to our YouTube to subscribe for our YouTube. There are other trainings there, and other webinars, both webinars and training. We put it. So this is going live as well as we are speaking now. please go to our Google link to that's connect with us. We are also on TikTok and also that Fund Managers Nigeria, Fund Manager Association of Nigeria across all our platforms. We are on TikTok, we are on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And we have all of these so that we can learn across all of that. So I believe that as we are indicating interest for other trainings with GOPD, also we should please indicate if we want the training or the Excel sheets, materials, and the recording, so that all of these can be shared with us as well. Again, we want to say thank you to Mr. Akielu and the GOPD team, and also to everybody who has made our time for this training. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely, 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 lovely day. So they will send you the slides, all the emails that are there. They'll send them the slide show. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
And the recording.
Bye.
Bless you.